So the oldest part of the sewers connected to this part of the lake. Wait, does it still? I thought they were sealed up decades ago. Yeah, thanks. Just put the records over there for me, please. And thank you. Man, this is going to take a while. I wonder... Huh? Oh, I mean... Hey, Amber. What's up? Sorry, I thought you were one of the scribes. Nothing. I was just... going over some maps and old building plans. We're still trying to figure out where the bloodsuckers are held up, right? Considering the size of prowls. I believe we've narrowed it down to either an old sewer basin or an abandoned monastery outside of the city grounds. Is it night already? I guess I lost track of time. Sorry about that. Since the library's open even at night, that's bound to happen, I guess. Did the boss tell you to look for me? Or are you here to relieve me? Huh. Makes sense you get the night shift, I guess. I need to finish something first. And then I'll be out of your hair. I guess I should tell you my thought process first so you can pick up where I left off. Right? Okay, first we're looking for a place that they can stay during the day. So it won't be outside. Second of all, they're going out to hunt every so often. Which they can only do at night. And that means their hideout is within certain distance to these locations. Around all of these, someone has vanished outside the city walls within the last few months. Obviously, it doesn't mean a vampire is to blame. Sometimes it's an animal attack or even other people. But these are already more than suspicious disappearances, and they show a clear pattern. They are all within an hour's distance of this. Yep, the old city sewers connect to this exit, and if you look at this map, you can see where the people inside the city have vanished. See those red lines? I read about the course of the old sewers and drew on a map where they supposedly lie, as well as potential entrances and exits. To me, it's clear by the sheer proximity of itself that our targets are held up over here. In the old basin, underground. It's close enough to the sewer entrance that they could still get in and out of the city fast enough to pull off their kidnappings. But for some reason, I still think the sewers are the right choice. So now I'm looking for definite proof so I can convince the boss to check them out. Thank you! Finally, someone recognizes my genius. Look, I want... Oh, sorry. After you. Oh, wait. Why would you need to apologize? No, no, please don't say that. You did nothing wrong. I'm the one who should be sorry. And believe me, I am. I didn't run away after. You know, the truth is, I was ashamed of myself. Not because of you. I was ashamed because I let myself go like that. I even told you all about how hard it is for me to get close to others. And I still invited you to spend the night out of the blue. I have no idea what came over me. I don't know if it was the alcohol or maybe the fact that I really like you. But I shouldn't have acted in that way. I'm sorry for all of this. And I don't know how to fix it. I know we didn't do much, and I thank the goddess for that. We have no idea what would happen if the two of us were to, you know. Come on, do I really have to spell it out? Since you're a vampire, your blood is contagious to humans, so to speak? But what else is? If you you know. Look, all I'm saying is that we don't know about the consequences, all right? Yes, I have thought about this a lot. I meant everything I said that night in the tavern. I have feelings for you, Ember, but I don't even know what we can and can't do. It's not like it would make me like you less, of course. We already know kissing is fine, but maybe we should slow down a little? Until we can find out how far we can go. Would that be alright with you? Thank you so much. You. You have no idea how nervous I was because of all this. I half expected you to hate me for how I've treated you. And as much as I'd like to show you how sorry I am, I promise I will keep myself together from now on. You know, getting this off my chest has made me realize how long I've been sitting here. And that I need to go get some sleep soon. Sure, what did you want to know? You wanted to know about my leg. And here's one of the reasons why I don't get close to people. It's alright. I did say I wanted you to know everything about me, didn't I? And you only saw that because of my actions anyway. All this has to do with why people call me Red. When I was younger, I lived in a small city. Not unlike this one. I was always a curious child. So I always enjoyed exploring the streets just as much as the woods around the town. I didn't have many friends then. But the few I had were like family to me. I strung them along more than once to dangerous adventures. At least dangerous for a bunch of kids. So when my friend Quinn came knocking on my door the day before my 15th birthday, I certainly didn't expect them to have an adventure for me. You see, Quinn heard from the local hunters that there was a cave in the woods that talked to people. Supposedly, it fulfilled your greatest wish if you solved its riddles. And of course, we searched for it. And as those kinds of stories go, we found it. And wouldn't you know, once we stepped inside, we heard its voice. It told us that it was a spirit trapped inside this cave. And that it would reward us if we helped it. No riddles. The only thing it wanted was a vial of blood. Yep, this is exactly going where you think it is. I immediately thought this should not be something we were messing with. But Quinn had a different opinion on it. See, Quinn was squeamish by nature. The one in the group that always ran first. So they wanted to be brave. And here was the chance they waited for. A magic cave to solve all their problems. I made them promise not to do it. And yet, when I came over to their house the evening of my birthday, I found them. I can only guess that Quinn went back home, drew some blood from themselves, and brought it back to the cave. The beast must have followed the scent, knowing that a child wouldn't live alone. Quinn, their parents, even their little sister. They were all lying in a pool of blood. It was everywhere. And in the midst of it, the beast was hunched over, licking it from the floor in ecstasy. I snapped. I grabbed their father's longsword from the mantel and attacked it. The cut was deep, but not nearly enough. And so it flung me through the room. I thought I could actually defeat it, you know. But in the end, it took its time torturing me. Even taking half my leg. It whispered horrible things to me. About how it would slowly take all of my limbs. And then my eyes, and so on. I only survived because it reveled so much in torture that the sun began to rise, and it fled. Don't be sorry. None of this is your fault. We were kids. We didn't know any better. I don't blame Quinn either. If anything, I blame myself for teasing them so much. When I was found, I was a mess. Not only because of my leg, but also because of the trauma. I was covered in blood, head to toe. And apparently all I said for days on end was, red. So much red. Everything is red. And stuff like that. I was taken to a nearby infirmary, and the monks there took care of me. But it took a while until I started speaking normally again. I don't recall much about that time, though. The only thing I remember clearly is the kids there started calling me Red. You think that to be cruel, but I always saw it as fitting. So I kept the name. From then on, my story becomes quite boring. The typical, the kid survives on the streets, getting into trouble kind of thing. When I was arrested enough times, I was sentenced to penance. And the boss picked me up. He even had the twins build a prosthetic for me. And while it's not like the real thing, I can fight with it just fine. Mostly. My parents? Oh, well, after I was released from the infirmary, I think they didn't want anything to do with me anymore. So I never knew what became of them. So now you know all this. What do you think? Quite the downer, huh? It was a long time ago. I'm pretty much a different person now. Thinking about it might bring back some pain, but it's worth it if it's you. If anyone can relate to my pain, and the idea of the old you dying and another stepping in their place, it's you, after all. And as I said, I want you to know every part of me. Everything that makes me, me. I think I will give you some time to digest all of that. How about we concentrate on the task at hand now? Remember, we were trying to keep the innocent from having to endure the same pain as us? I don't think there are many vampires in this group. Maybe around 5. So, as many as when we freed you. Makes it harder to track them down, of course. But, as I said, I've got a good feeling about the sewers. No, I'm certain. There were 5 in the ruins we saved you from. Are you sure you remember correctly? Because if there was a 6th, then... No, I'm pretty sure I would have caught the 6th one as well. Try not to worry about it. We stayed until dawn. So if there was another one, it would have died due to the sun. Man, you know what? I'm gonna call it quits for today. Maybe you can find some more clues. Just try not to focus too much on what I've uncovered already. On the off chance I might be wrong. There are a lot of records about how the old sewers were closed off. And I don't believe those creatures would lower themselves to dig into the city. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Since we're in a library, I can finally get some new reading material. Come on, I'll bring it back tomorrow. I just need something to wind down later, especially since I might get a little lonely later. What about you? Are you still reading as much as back in our castle? You brought some books I gave you. I thought you read them already. Oh, I wanted to ask you. Back then, that story you liked so much, what was it called? That's right. Watches in the Dark. Why exactly do you like that children's story so much? Oh, and what was the book called that you read it in? I was wondering about that. Because while I do have a lot of books back home, I never realized that one of them had this old tale in it. What? No, that can't be what it's called. You must be remembering it wrong. Do you even know who Balak Briar was? That guy lived goddess knows how many hundreds of years ago. He's a legend amongst storytellers and explorers alike. One of the only people in history to allegedly have traveled every part of this world. From the deep forests to the barren deserts. From the deepest caves to the highest mountains. He saw it all. Supposedly, he uncovered many mysteries on his travels that still baffle humanity to this day. And most importantly, nearly all of his works are either censored or downright forbidden by the church. So I believe I would know if I had a copy of Balak's Tales of the Forest in my possession. Beats me, I don't know why the church censors all the stuff. They do it all the time, though. Maybe it had some heretical beliefs in it? Or maybe a random saint was described not to be as great as they like to portray him? They do take their rules and laws very seriously, though. Okay, then let's see if I can recall the story of the Watchers correctly. 4 heroes are chosen by the goddess to protect an early human tribe living in the deep forest. To do this, they are granted superhuman strength, speed, and intelligence. Because the creatures of the night are powerful and they seek to destroy the tribe. And blah, blah, blah. In the end, one of the heroes becomes evil and is defeated by the other 3. That's about it, right? What? That sounds pretty different from what I remember. You say there was no mention of the goddess? And that 3 of the heroes betrayed the 4th. That doesn't make sense. Are you sure? Well, maybe it's a different retelling of the story. It used to be pretty popular after all. What I don't understand is where you got that book. Maybe Cinta snuck in one of hers? But she normally isn't one to make little jokes like that. Also, I'm pretty sure she wouldn't joke around with an original copy of one of Balok's books, as those are not only illegal, but also extremely valuable. You've got to show me it. What was that? Do you hear that? Exactly. Nothing. Where is everyone? There are always scribes and other workers around. They wouldn't leave this place open overnight otherwise. Don't look at me like that. Just do me a favor and come to the exit with me. And give me those maps on the table. Come on, quickly. It. I think I saw them. They're at the entrance. What are they doing here? Are they targeting us directly? That's never happened before. Let's try the other. No, Ember! No, no, no. Don't do this to me now. Hey, listen to me. Please, I'm begging you. You can't attack them now. We don't even know how many there are. Please, we need to get out of here now. Damn, I think they're coming over here. I'm sorry. Yes, that's better. Look at me. I'm sorry for hitting you. But we need to get out of this place and find the others. All right? Just like I told you before, we fight together on our terms. There's another exit over there behind those shelves. Let's go, please. Yes. All right, through this gate. We need to get to the tavern, tell the boss about everything, and then come back here. Maybe we can... What are you doing? Amber, please stop this. We need to leave. Get in here. No, we can escape together. I know you're faster than me, but it's going to work. It has to. What's your plan? Fight them all off on your own to buy me time? That's ridiculous. I've seen how strong you are, but what if the whole group swamps you all at once? We never... None of us are more important than the other. What are you saying? We're comrades. We fight together. We fall together. What if they don't take prisoners tonight? What if they're here to kill us? What if... Please don't do this. Don't make me leave you, Amber.